this, we got Sean O'Malley and Piotr Jan. When they announced this fight,
No, I'm not gonna say rest
in peace, fool.
For Sean.
You crazy.
Sean O'Malley, all that pressure from Peter Young.
Is this a 5-round fight or a 3-round fight? That's my question.
It gotta be a 3-round fight. It's not a main event. Yeah, it's a 3-round fight. Oh man, that benefits Sean then.
Do it.
Yeah, a 3-round fight.
No, because Piotr does his best work in the final 3 rounds of a title fight. Now, if you can eliminate the first 2 BS rounds that he normally give up, well, he could just cook Sean.
No, he's a slow starter, even in 3-round fights. He's a slow starter historically. That benefits Sean O'Malley.
But it ain't like Sean doing the whole world either, other than a lot of movement. It kind of equals out. Even in a 3-round fight, Piotr gonna give up the first round to try to make
the first 2 rounds.
But he can't do that.
The only thing is, this might sound crazy. This might sound real crazy. Can Sean even knock out Peter? Peter's like the Terminator, man.
I know.
He might drop him, but Peter gonna just get back up.
I'm gonna tell you why I love this fight. The way the last fight ended with Sean, it was disappointing, and it wasn't nobody's fault. It just, look, we wasn't there, and he didn't poke us in the eye. So for me, it looked like Pedro looking for a way out. But hey, it is what it is. Pedro, he a grown man. He said I was looking for a way out. So hey, this is the best fight that could have been made for Sean to get people excited.
Because Peter's gonna do the opposite of what Pedro did.
Yeah, Piotr.
With Piotr, yeah, he's not gonna approach it like Pedro did. He's gonna come out aggressive. He's not gonna look for a way out.
And Sean gonna be the one, being on that bicycle. Sean gonna be on that bicycle. He gonna have to.
Which ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, because you fighting Piotr. Of all the fights that Sean could have had to make you get excited, because people gonna tune in regardless. But remember how we talked about this, how Sean's name was further along in the rankings than his actual body of work. This leapfrogs him directly to where we can see where you really are. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
This puts you right. This is the absolute perfect fight for Sean O'Malley.
And I think this matchup kind of benefits him the more I think about it, because this is going to be a striking match. I predicted Sean to struggle against the Umars, like these big grapplers in the bantamweight division, in top 5 and top 10, but he's fighting Piotr, who's going to stay in his face. It's going to present opportunities for Sean to catch him.
You know what's dangerous about this fight?
What?
Because we talk about Piotr being the Terminator and walking you down, but we're not going to act like he didn't out-grapple the lights out of Aljamain in the last 2 rounds of that fight. And if there had been anybody else, he could have submitted them.
And Sean's style, he kind of, sometimes he don't really do a lot of anything. So I think there's opportunities for him to get out-grappled.
This opens up the doors to answer a lot of questions. Sean O'Malley, people want to know what that takedown defense looked like at the highest level. Piotr people just think of him as a striker, but when I was very impressed at rounds 4 and 5. Because look, he was trying to do what he had to do to win. And if there had been anybody less than Aljamain, they probably would have got finished. Because remember he had Aljamain back. Aljamain people still sleep on his grappling for some reason. I don't know what it is, but people just don't want to accept that he's at a high level up there. But if that was Sean O'Malley, that fight could have been over. Again though, Piotr, he started off slow. But Sean don't start off fighting reckless though. He used his in and out footwork, head movement, jab, setting up things, and then trying to light you up. He was lighting up Pedro. Man, if you think Piotr not finna be walking you down, kicking your legs, that's part of his game plan. He ain't just kicking you because Cheeto did it. Like this is what he do. He fight at Tiger Muay Thai. And like this is what they do all day long. He's finna be kicking you everywhere. Body, legs, head kicks, dangerous strikes, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. And he got the cardio to go 5 rounds, so you know he got the cardio to go 3 rounds.
So why is this 3 rounds? I would like to see this be 5 rounds.
I know, it makes it more interesting. This should have been the main event, but it make this card look crazy.